Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And help me welcome the lovely and ever knowledgeable Michelle of Astrological Tarot. Hey,
Oh,
Michelle.
thank you so much for having me on. And we're the same ascendant in moon, so you're just complimenting yourself. So,
Oh. Yeah, I kind of knew that. Yeah. Hello to those of you that have joined us. Hello, Sherry. We've got Rooted Willow is here with us. Thank you for joining us. And as soon as the notices go out, yeah, I'm sure that we'll have a few more people that are going to join us. Excuse me, which is going to be fantastic. And hopefully, this show is going to give you a lot more information on the energy that's happening right now. Hi, Rising Phoenix. Nice to see you here. And AZ is happy. Hello. Yeah, the energy is quite something. And I started. Oh, Phoenix Rising. That's Lima. Of course. Of course.
oh,
Hi, Lima. Um, I started noticing, I think it was on Saturday and part of Sunday, that I was feeling just off. Like it felt like it
hmm
was a little bit of anxiety, but there wasn't
yep,
really anything to be, anxious about. But I couldn't quite put my finger on what it was. And
it's a
I'd said
lot.
that, yeah, when I did uh, the members week ahead reading. I said, I don't know, you guys. What am I picking up on something? Is it nothing? Is it whatever? So yeah, that's when it kind of started to hit me. And today I'm really feeling it today.
Well, I'm a Venus ascendant. Like Taurus is our sidereal ascendant, and I went on a special diet for the last 2 weeks because I got sick over Labor Day, so it hit me a little earlier, the Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
But what's going on is Venus is conjunct Ketu, and Ketu is the other half of the eclipse, and that can make us sick. And so I knew it was going to hit me early. Your moon's a little bit further from mine, so it hit you now. So it's the Venus Ketu conjunctions can do that. So in addition to Mars is part of the eclipse because he's aspecting Ketu today, and then Saturn is aspecting Mercury and Leo, and it's just a lot is involved in this energy. So it's intense.
Yep.
So if you guys are feeling it, I actually went ahead and put together a list of all of the rising signs, their sidereal calculation. So if you know your sidereal rising sign, if you don't, just go into Google and type in sidereal astrology calculator, and there's a little thing that says ASC, and I can go ahead and give you a reading based off of your ascendant for how the eclipse can affect you and give you some
Perfect.
remedial measures as well and some mantras. So
Perfect. Excellent.
yeah.
Excellent. And hello, Lightfoot. Successes. We have got who else? Joyful Journey. Hello. I think it did mention AZ is happy. And yes, Sherry is here. Hello, Sherry, Voices from the Swamp. And Sherry apparently can't make it to the Sisters of the Mystical Tarot tomorrow
Okay.
because think I think that she's otherwise engaged.
I stole
And
her.
you might know something about that.
Yes, I got a Sherry Napkin, so she's gonna be on my show. I'm really
Yes.
looking forward. So yeah,
Yes. I figured, yeah, when she said, oh no, I can't, we're switching weeks. She said, I'm gonna be with Michelle Marie. Oh well, alrighty then. Absolutely. And okay, you guys, I will put you in. What I was hoping that we would do for because it's a full moon,
hmm
it's a harvest moon, it's an eclipse. We've got all
hmm
these things happening, and what I thought that we might concentrate on rather than just general readings was what what is this eclipse highlighting for you,
mm,
particularly for you at this time? Um, I think that it's something that maybe if we all knew what it was, we would know what to prepare for it, which I think is a lot more um, a lot more valuable than just a general reading that can pick up on anything, but it's how is, and I should put that in in here just a second. How is the eclipse, full moon, and you? There we go. So, and I'm making note of those of you who have said that you would like to have a reading. So, what can you share with us, Michelle? What's going on, girl? What's happening to us?
Oh my goodness. Well, I went ahead and put the sidereal calculator in the chat, so you guys can click on that and find your rising sign. There's a lot going on in the sky right now. Like I said, Saturn in Aquarius is aspecting Mercury in Leo today. Now, Saturn is the planet of servants, the elderly, the disabled, and Leo is kings, court, people in power. So Mercury there is the intellect of the king, is aspecting Saturn, the servant class. And so there's going to be a little bit of push and pull, which is good for the election, in my opinion, especially because also another thing that's going on is the eclipse is affecting Donald Trump's Jupiter. So this is gonna make him lose. So that's some good news, you know, because his Jupiter's getting eclipsed. It's in his second house, and that's his house of speech, and that's where all of his power came from. Yes. So he was doing the debate, and I could totally see that he just wasn't clicking. And I went, wow, Ketu's going over his Jupiter. That's a south node, so he's not going to get anywhere. And he's in Jupiter Ketu right now, so it's fully activated. So that's really interesting. And so that's good for the rest of us, but it could create some tug of war in our personal dynamics. And then we also have the Venus-Ketu conjunction. Venus, thankfully, will be out of Virgo on the 19th into the 20th. And so we can really look forward to feeling better after that, Marina, because that's our ascendant Lord, and you're in Venus. So you can really look forward to things getting better after the 20th. And then we've got the eclipse today. It's in Purva Bhadra, and I can go into that a little bit.
Yes, please.
So Purva Bhadra Nakshatra, it's at the end of Aquarius and at the beginning of Pisces. And I'm actually really excited because someone in the audience today has the eclipse happening directly on their ascendant. So I did a special reading for you. So thank you for getting ahead of me. That was Rooted Willow. So I know. I'm like, send me your ascendant. She sent it, and I'm like, it's happening on the eclipse. That's like a 1 in 360 degree chance. Yeah. So yeah. I thought that was really interesting. But it's in Pisces, Purva Bhadra Nakshatra, and it's where our emotions and our intuition reach that peak intensity. Again, I said it was paired with that Mercury and Leo and Saturn and Aquarius. So that's going to bring introspection over action. So do not start anything today. Do not make any big decisions. Just manage the really heightened sensitivities by avoiding those major decisions. And just lay low, because this period calls for caution. Now, there's a lunar mantra that you guys can chant, and that's Om Chandraya Namaha, or Om Somaya Namaha. And that's a very simple nama mantra for the moon. And there's Mercury mantra, which is Om Budaya Namaha, because he's going to be getting that Saturn aspects during the eclipse as well. You can also wear a 2-carat pearl to calm your emotions, or a 2-carat emerald to communication and clarity. I'm also, because of Saturn is really strong in my chart right now, I've got the pearl and the sapphires. I've got the turquoise for my throat. I've got the pearls. I've got the Mars is actually, I'm going through my Mars return, so I've got the coral. So there's all kinds of things that you guys can do to prepare for this, to enhance more clarity, because it feels a little foggy. Another thing that you want to consider is maybe chamomile tea, because eclipses tend to upset our tummies. They recommend not eating during the eclipse. It's from 5:41 to 9:47 Pacific PM today. So it's going on right now as we speak. Remedial measures can really help out with that. So Yeah, the main thing is to just see this as a time of transformation and not do anything big, because it's pretty crazy. And I can give you all a mantra that's just all purpose, and you guys can do this 3 times or 108 times via Amala between now and 9:47 p.m. Pacific, and it can do amazing miracles in your life. So this is called the Mrityunjaya mantra, and it's dedicated to Lord Shiva, and it's when we see eclipses and things like that come about. Okay, so I'll give that to you really quick. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urva Rukamiva Vandanam Rityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urva Rukamiva Vandanam Rityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urva Rukamiva Vandanam Rityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace.
I love those.
Me too.
I love those. Always feel good. Always. And hello, Ellen R., who has joined us. We've got, Teacher Barbara has joined us. Excellent.
And Ellen, a good place to get emeralds is India. You can get good deals online there. And so way cheaper than the US and Canada.
Yes. Yeah. Jean Kavanaugh. Lovely. Leah Salva. Linda Coyote Rosenbaum. Hello. There. Oh my gosh. Thank you, you guys, for joining us. And I don't know if I've asked you this before, but do you have some of these chants on your channel?
I put them on my shorts, but I'm thinking about doing. I haven't really gotten the numbers yet to do a membership yet, but I thought about doing a membership. I'm not sure if people are going to want to get up at the same time that I do, because I do my chanting standard time. It's at 4:30 a.m. and then I do 3:30 a.m. for the because that's called Guru Muhurta. So it's a time. How do I say this? It's a Brahma Muhurta, so it's a very auspicious time, and it's when you can contact the rishis, and that's where we see our guides and things like that. So that's the best time to do it. And I thought about filming it and inviting people on, or they could see the recording or something like that. But I'm not sure they want to get up that early, so I think I might make it pre-recorded.
Yeah, I know most nights that would be a pass for me. Because that's generally when I'm just falling asleep. But you know what? If you were to record these and have them available, even as a download, $4.99, download this and listen to it whenever, right? It would be really nice to have something like that. I'm waiting. It should have been delivered today, but I ordered a new mantra chanting CD. So, I'm anxious for that to come in so that
Is this the Deva Premal, or is it someone else?
It is Deva Premal.
Oh, she's so gorgeous.
I know. It's just the things that she does, the sound of her voice, whatever. And this is, Deva Premal, Tibetan mantras. So, and it says that apparently it was left near my front door. So I need to go and, make sure it's there. So, or it could already be in the house. Who knows? But yes. So I'll be able to listen to that later on. And I think her voice is just, it is like a choir of angels,
It is.
Really?
It really is. It's just stunning. Yeah. She just has the most beautiful voice.
Yeah. And Sweet Angelic Psychic would like to know, is there a book of the mantras written out?
I actually created a mantra oracle. And I have all of the deities, I have all of the yantras, I have everything, but I have not been called to release it yet because I've talked to a few publishers and things like that, and I don't want Timu taking it. So that's kind of where I'm
Yeah,
at. I could teach classes, I could do, like I have all of it done. So I have a book, I have on Vedic astrology, I have a whole mantra oracle set up. I've got it all done. I just don't have the it's not ready yet. So I just finished Saturn Ketu, and so I just got done paying off a lot of past life karma. So I'm going to I got the mantra card for Venus, and so I'm thinking that maybe Shukra will be able to help me once he's in Libra,
good.
and I can start putting my feelers out there and seeing how many of y'all are
Yes.
interested. And Rooted
Yes.
Willow asked, yes, there is a short where I'm doing the Mahamrityunjaya mantra. If you go to my channel, you can find it there. It was around the time of the April 8th eclipse.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
And hello, Jessica Lynn, James Med. Nice to see you in here. Thank you all for coming in and joining us and whatnot. And Jane the Seeker. Hello, Jane.
Oh, lovely to see you. She's going to be on the show again on the 2nd. I'm so excited to read with you again. She's just
Oh,
fabulous.
yes. Yeah, absolutely. All righty. So where do you as long as we're going to go with the question of, you know, where is this kind of hitting everyone? You know what? I can be a little selfish and I can say, hey, why don't you tell me where's this hitting me in
Oh,
my
okay.
chart?
Let me,
Yeah.
oh, you have the same ascendant as me, so that's going to make things really easy. Okay, so you're a Taurus rising, and so this is happening in your 11th house, and that's the house of gains, social networks, ambitions, and desires. Okay, and you're working with me today, and we both have a Taurus rising, so that's good. The planetary mantra for this is Om Hrim Shrim Lakshmi Beyo Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Lakshmi Beyo Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Lakshmi Beyo Namaha. And the reason we do a mantra for Goddess Lakshmi is because the 11th house is also the house of profits, gains, money. And that's, we can call on Venus for wealth and fulfillment as well. And that would be Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. And those are just a couple of very simple mantras that you can do. The best crystal for us is rose quartz because that brings harmony in our relationships and attracting abundance. Awesome. And
Yes.
there you go. Our herb is basil. I have a whole basil plant that I turned into tomato basil soup yesterday. And then geranium is the best aromatherapy that we can use because that's really good for balancing your emotional well-being. So that would be, yeah.
And
So,
I do happen to have actually some geranium oil that I can use in the diffuser.
awesome.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully that is going to settle my tummy down because it's not happy right now. And
That's not
that's
uncommon.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because of all this. So yeah, totally get that. All righty. Well, that was fun. See, now I know. Oh,
Oh, and
okay.
Jane, I did a prayer for
Yeah.
you this morning early. I've been doing them as part of our practice at night and in the morning, both you and your mom. I will go ahead and include your daughter-in-law. If you email me her name, we'll include her name on our list. So,
Absolutely. And prayers going out for her
oh,
quick
this is,
recovery.
we have wild geraniums in our lawn. That's awesome. That's a great remedy.
Yes. Hello, artist Liz. Yeah. And Jane, you are where you are and you're there for a reason. Just remember that. You're there for a reason. So, all righty. So we did have some questions, and Lightfoot, we'll start with you. Thank you for the donation. And let's do just a quick read on how this is affecting affecting Lightfoot.
Okay. They're pointing to your career, Lightfoot. So, because I got the career card. Okay. Oh my Lord. Okay. Just give me one, guys. Holy cow. There we go. It's like every now and then they're like, oh, here's the whole book. And you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. JC Cat, hello. Nice to see you here. Oh. Okay. Lightfoot. Messages from the third eye. So paying attention to your intuition, paying attention to the thoughts that come into your mind, the visions that come into your mind, the allowing space for that creative that can come in. And then the magic of nothingness. Sometimes doing nothing is the best thing that you can do. Sometimes taking a break and saying, today I'm just going to be. I don't need to accomplish anything. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to be anywhere. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy the quiet. Okay. And then I got inspiration hunt. So if you're looking for inspiration, if you're looking to see how that third eye energy is communicating with you, sit in silence. Just sit in silence, and the inspiration will come. Yeah, that's what I've got for you. I love how these cards came out. It was just, no ambiguity. Okay.
Oh, I love that. So, okay, so the first card I got was career. So that's a good place to use that third eye, use that divine intuition. The reason I say that it's probably good to practice more intuition in this area is because I got the Empress reversed. Okay, so this is usually unresolved issues with a significant woman from your past or present that can resurface now. Okay, eclipses can do that. So you may suddenly realize that you might be holding some negative beliefs. Okay. There's something financial going on too that you may not be aware of. So don't neglect your creative pursuits, and don't neglect looking at those bank accounts and your career and things like that. If they're undergoing some financial constraints right now, they're going to hinder your ability to make improvements to your surroundings, even your personal appearance, leading to kind of a sense of frustration. That's what I got from the Empress reversed. So if you feel like your creative gifts are currently stifled and they're preventing you from expressing yourself as you desire, I got a good card to kind of break you out of this block that they're showing me, this creative block. And I think that's what Marina's picking up with the third eye as well, because when our creativity is blocked, we don't have that divine connection to spirit. I got ancient wisdom could help you. Okay, this is a really good card. This is my nature card. So this is all about getting out of nature and just being, and not thinking too much about the things that are going on in your life right now, because there's some overthinking regarding the finances that they're showing me. Okay, when you go out in nature, you look at a tree. The tree just wants to be a tree. It doesn't want to be a bear. So, so the energy vibration could be so different than the human experience that, it's non-judgment, it's acceptance. Nature is able to just accept themselves and their environment for what it is. It's pure love. And when you tap into the ancient wisdom of the natural world, you can find peace within yourself. So you get to know thyself a little bit more. So you're being asked to come to peace for who you are and what you have to offer to the situation, and tap into where the secrets of the universe are held. But you can't necessarily do that until you are able to tap into that divine intuition, which Marina says might be a little blocked right now. As far as that goes, I'd have to look at your chart, and I don't know what your rising sign is, but the main reason I'm getting more broad readings tonight is because I can feel the shadowy energy, and I don't want to be any too detailed or too specific because I could be picking up on different energies. But
Yes.
the main thing to do is to find, yes, rooted willow, finding clarity in nature would be the number one thing to kind of get out of your own way there. Okay, Lightfoot. I hope that was helpful, sweetie, and best of luck with the
Absolutely.
finances and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Lightfoot. And where are you going? Did I remove Lightfoot? I think I did. Okay. I hope so. And then we've got Lalima with the new name, Rising Phoenix.
I love it. That's very 8th house.
Yes. And yeah, she would love a general reading from her guides. But she also said after that, yeah, getting a reading on the energy, the eclipse energy, she is absolutely okay with that as well. So
okay,
that's what we can do.
Oh, and she's an Aries rising. Perfect. All right. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read on your Aries rising because I have that all done and ready to go.
Right.
So for Aries, this is occurring in your 12th house, Lalima. This is the house of loss, the house of moksha, the house of hidden things, large institutions, overwhelming events, things like that. Hospitals. Okay. The planetary mantra is Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And he can help you release any negative attachments and gain spiritual clarity. The best crystal for you would be the lovely amethyst because it can promote inner peace and protection. I always keep one near me. You can burn sage. That can bring in some spiritual cleansing because the 12th house is a very spiritual house. And then for aromatherapy, lavender is still in season right now. So that can soothe stress and encourage relaxation. So maybe a lavender bath, something like that could be really helpful as well. But the main card that I got for you is 9th house. So this is all about travel. This is the house of the guru. This is about doing things in a big way and not being afraid to express yourself as a teacher in your environment and to expand and to travel the world. So that's the main thing that I got. Oh, it's your favorite mantra. I love that. I love Shiva as well. He's so wonderful. If you can actually find out who your higher self is if you go really deep into the Panchang, and mine is Gauri. So I'm a big fan of Shiva. I love that. So I hope that was helpful, Alima, and best of luck during the eclipse. I'm excited to see how it turns out for you.
Absolutely. And what I got for you is let go of control. And that is, there are times when you can just sit back and just go with the flow. It doesn't matter whichever way the wind blows, you're okay with it. You're absolutely fine with it. And with that, I get let your ship set sail. So
that's perfect for 9th. I love it.
Exactly. It's just, you know what? Let go of control and just have faith that the divine will know exactly where you need to go. Your job is to look for the signs, acknowledge the signs, and go in the direction of the signs. And then the last card that I got for you was fill up your cup. It's there. It's ready. It is ready to come forward for you and to you as soon as you just let go of trying to make it happen by Wednesday at 4 or before Friday at 11 a.m. Right? Just let that go. And I think that what you want is getting ready to come to you. It's just a matter of releasing the outcome. So there you go, Lima. I hope that is helpful for you. Okay. And then we've got Ellen R. And Ellen R. says, does Michelle see any health issues coming for DJT? A lot of folks have predicted health issues for him.
Oh yeah, his ascendant's going to be eclipse in a couple of years. So he has an ascendant in Maga Nakshatra. That's the throne. That's not surprising. And I
Uh-huh.
believe Ketu is going to be going over that. And so usually when Ketu or an eclipse happens directly on the ascendant, and I see that someone's not in the best health, I would tell people, watch your health or do this or do that, especially if they have an elderly parent or something in the home.
Yeah.
Just be extra careful. So,
Perfect.
but yeah, they're coming. So, and we'll see. But
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
Maga affects the heart in the pulmonary system.
Yeah.
So.
And you know what? I think that his I don't know that we're going to have to wait that long for his demise. I think that it just might happen sooner.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, Eleanor says 2 more years of him. I can't wait that long.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah. I don't know that we'll have to wait that long, Ellen. It feels like it's definitely coming. If he manages to dodge a bullet between now and then, consider himself lucky. But it feels sooner rather than later. So I hope Ellen that was helpful. Okay. Uh, and all right, also Ellen also wanted to have an eclipse reading. So let's go to Sherry, and then Ellen, we can come back to you. But Sherry would like to know Vedic Taurus Sun, Capricorn Moon, Pisces Rising, Brahma class. Yana's sign is Leo. What does this mean for me for the rest of the month?
Okay, well, Leo is getting Mercury and Leo is getting aspected by Saturn. So if your communications take a few halts, like trying to get things done, that's what's going on there. Saturn's just slowing you down. He's slowing your roll. He's making sure that you're building things from the foundation up. Okay, you've got a Capricorn moon. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some remedies for your moon and the eclipse. Capricorn. So Capricorn. The house themes are going to be third house related, third house from your moon. So this is an emotional state. So this would not be from your ascendant, which would determine like health, vitality, things like that, moves. This would be your emotions. So, and you're a beautiful emotional person. So this is all about communication, siblings, travel, and your self efforts. And your planetary mantra will be for Mercury because Mercury is in Leo, and that's Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. And Marina is doing an excellent remedy for Mercury by wearing green today. So that's something else you can do. The crystal is blue laced agate, and it promotes clear communication and confidence. A really great thing that you can have tonight is peppermint tea. That's good for mental clarity and focus, and it can help settle your tummy as well. Thyme is really good for mental clarity and courage. I put thyme on almost all of my little breads and things that I make. And then for aromatherapy, lemons or citrus smells, they're going to sharpen your focus and invigorate energy, which kind of is going to help out with that Leo energy that's being aspected by Saturn right now as well. That's the main energy that I would suggest for you, sweetie. So
Wonderful.
yeah.
And Sherry, what I've got for you is clear limiting beliefs.
Mm.
I also got listen from the heart and unraveling.
Mm.
And when I looked at them, I thought, okay, exactly. This is why your Saturn is slowing you down a little bit, because it wants you to consciously hear some of the limiting beliefs that you have put on yourself, the limiting things that you tell yourself without even realizing that you're doing it. It's just
Mm.
automatic default. Okay. And it's saying, no, it's time for something else. It's time to get to the root of where that belief came from. It's time to, like the unravel, undo all the little knots, the 1,000 knots that are in there one at a time, And as you're doing that, listen to your heart, because it will tell you what to replace it with. So the limiting beliefs, they are things that they are beliefs and concepts that we put into play at a moment in time in the past. It's not in the future, it's always in the past. Okay. And it is based on the information that we have at hand at that moment. Time has passed. The information has changed. We need to change those beliefs or fine tune them. But they're so comfortable because we know when A happens, I think of B, and then C is the outcome. That's one thing that I don't have to give any intention to, any thought to. It just is. So it's asking you to take a look at all those, you know, to and what I'm getting for you, Sherry, is, you know, oh, I'm just a fill in the blank. You're not just anything. You need to take the word just out of your vocabulary. There. All right. I hope that was helpful to you, Sherry.
And I
Thanks.
love that she said, I'm a Pisces rising Brahma class. Okay, so Brahmin class is the highest in the Indian caste system. But they don't practice it here in the United States, but in parts of India, they have a caste system, and the Brahmins are the priests. So a Pisces rising, that's where the eclipse is happening. And the eclipses have been happening for the past 18 months. So definitely watch your health. Okay, Sherry, take care of that. And mantras are especially helpful to you because you might just be remembering them. So
Wonderful. Wonderful. And hello, Book. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining us. And Sherry says, I love that new Oracle deck, started working with it today. It is pretty fantastic. And this is the Intuitive Whispers. And yeah, I'm really, really resonating with it. And it's talking to me. Yeah. Oh, and saw your surgeon today. Yeah, it's a bad habit, she says, saying I'm just. Exactly. You're not. Yeah, don't do that. All righty. And Rooted Willow Readings would like to have a reading. All right.
Oh, okay.
You?
I got a special one for her. Okay. Because she emailed me ahead of time. Okay, so I am so glad that you're turning in today. This is based off of the eclipse happening directly on your ascendant. Okay, this is an extremely potent moment for you. Your ascendant is the same as Jonathan's nodes, and so I think this is a very exciting time. So this is a very transformative period regarding your identity and how you present yourself to the world and your overall life direction right now. So it's going to bring a lot of self-transformation. The eclipse is going to shed light on the aspects of yourself that are ready to evolve. You might feel you'll be pulled to let go of any outdated self-perceptions and behaviors that no longer align for your highest good. Major shift. Purva Bhadra, which is where your ascendant is in, it brings intensity, but also a lot of spiritual growth. So you can expect powerful insights in your path. You are on the dharmic path. So it's your job to basically, some people are here to just enjoy things. That's kama. Some people are here to learn things and work at things practically. That's artha. Some people are here to work at things and do the right thing. That would be dharma. That's you. And then there's moksha. Some people are just finishing up their karma and they're on their way out of here. Those are the four paths. You're on the dharmic path. So everything you're doing right now is you're chalking up good karma points so that you can climb up that spiritual ladder to the higher realms. All the things you're doing for your parents, the boundaries that you're setting with others, the spiritual work that you're doing as a person, it's all adding up in this birth. So you can expect a little bit of a spiritual awakening because this nakshatra is ruled by Jupiter. It indicates guidance coming from very deep spiritual sources, and you can receive dreams or sudden intuitive downloads that are going to clarify your purpose. So it's time to listen closely to your inner voice and trust your guides. The eclipse can bring out realizations and karmic lessons that you can start wrapping up. The guidance from your higher self is that you've likely been feeling a need to align more closely to your soul's mission. And your guides want you to remember that this eclipse is a doorway for deeper self-empowerment and liberation. Because Purva Bhadra is linked to protection and inner purification, this is a great time for ritual work, meditation, and especially grounding practices, because I know that you've done a lot. So advice from your guides: release from what no longer is serving you. Your guides want you to embrace this period of change by surrendering anything that feels heavy or stagnant. Trust that letting go will allow for more authentic expression of yourself, especially this new self that they're developing. You can explore mystical paths. This is esoteric knowledge, deeper meditation, occult knowledge. You may want to dive into the hidden aspects of your psyche, maybe get into some spiritual teachings that resonate with you on a soul level. And just embrace your power. Don't let anyone take it away from you. This energy around you is a potent time for self-empowerment. So your guides are emphasizing this is a time for you to fully step into your personal strength, okay? And just even moving forward on your goals, it's going to require a lot of courage and inner conviction, but you can do it. So you're going to feel this reverberate over the next few weeks. But just be open to shifts that are unfolding, and know that your guides are supporting you throughout this really transformative journey. Because when you get an eclipse on your ascendant directly on it, this is what it causes. So I am excited to eventually give you a reading, because it's an incredible ascendant to have. The main themes that I got around were Libra, Sun, and Leo. So learning how to shine and in your relationships with others and not let them beat you down, setting appropriate boundaries with people, physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Don't start any big businesses right now. Rely on people that are in and around you to offer emotional support, and watch your finances, because there might be someone in the midst that's not thinking long term. Okay, so that's the main energy that I got for you, and I hope that was helpful. I found myself more empowered, for sure. Almost shocking. That's fantastic. Well,
Yes.
that's the energy helping you out. So
Yeah, absolutely. And what I got for you was, again, second time out, is let your, what does that say? Let your ship set sail. So yeah, be ready to go forward. Be your intention is that, yeah, you want to get in that boat and you want to sail on the ocean. And if it gets a little testy, a little rocky, that's fine. You're up for the ride. You're okay with it. You're ready to kind of you know pull up the anchor, right? You're learning how to be yes, more self-reliant and all that kind of good stuff. Excuse me. The next card that I got, and this is really interesting, is vulnerability is power.
love that.
And it goes along with what Michelle was saying about, standing up for yourself and not allowing others to kind of dictate to you, or try to steer you in a particular direction. You can listen to them. It doesn't mean you need to take their advice. It doesn't mean that you're obligated to do what it is that they're sharing with you. And there is power in vulnerability. It's you're able to let go of some of the control and allow the universe to come in and kind of pick up the slack for you. It will always have your back. It will always steer you in the right direction. And then, oddly enough, I have your body is like a book. So pay attention to things that happen within your body, and look for clues in there. So if you're feeling particularly, let's say, a little melancholy today, it's just that kind of day, where are you feeling it? Where is it hitting you? Is it something that feels like uh, there's a lump in your throat? Does it feel like anxiety in your solar plexus? Does it feel like you're constipated? But just pay attention to where it is in your body, and that will give you some clue as to how to deal with it. Oh, okay, I'm feeling a lump in my throat. Great. Okay, so where recently have I not expressed my truth? Where recently have I had the opportunity to have said something and I didn't? And you could say, okay, I can take that now. I can say that now. Yeah. And Rooted Willow says, yeah, heart palpitations right before the show. Yeah, that yeah, that would be like a little bit of an anxiety, looking for answers to things that it's not. No, it's not even looking for answers. It's looking for validation, because you know the path that you're on. You know where it is that you're going. You're just a little unsure, so you're looking for validation that you are on the right track, and you are on the right track. So that's, yeah, there you go.
And just to give you some encouragement, Willow, the last time my ascendant was eclipsed, I discovered Joytish. So it was a really difficult time, but at the same time, it was just the biggest blessing I could have ever received. So it made me search outside of Western astrology and into Eastern to find the answers. And it brought my entire practice into a new level. So good things come out of our suffering. That's just how this plane
Absolutely,
works.
yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that's the reward. And I have likened this before to, being in labor, going through
Mm-hmm.
the labor pains, knowing that I don't think I can handle another second of this, but being able to put up with it because you know that there is something fabulous at the end of it. You're just waiting for it to come in. So there you go. And hello, Maureen D'Amico. And who was it I noticed on here? Book. Thank you very much. I got your question. Lunar Love and Light wants to know if you're wearing the pearls.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Get them all.
I'm
Yeah.
going to wear a big strand on the show with Sherry tomorrow too, but I had
Oh,
to
perfect.
incorporate
Yeah.
coral because Mars is involved, and I'm going through my Mars return, and I also incorporated turquoise for Mercury and sapphire for Saturn and a little diamond for Venus. So I'm representing,
Yeah,
and then
perfect.
silver
Yeah,
is good
that's
for the
fine.
moon too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Hello, Pitta. Nice to see you here. Alrighty. So, Rooted Willow, I hope that was helpful. And we have got Jessica Lynn, who would like an eclipse message. Absolutely.
Okay, so
Oh,
Jessica.
Earth Mama said Bell's palsy did it to my family. No, Western medicine. Right. Yeah, I came down with Bell's palsy about, I think, 12 years ago, 12, 13
Oh,
years ago. Yeah, the left side of my face. Mind you, it definitely recovered, like 95%. There's still
oh, good.
sometimes, yeah, you can see every once in a while as I'm talking, like this eye looks like it's a little more, droopy, but
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
Well, you're in Venus now. You might have been going through Keith. Actually, if it was you were going through Mercury, so I'd have to look at where Mercury is in your chart to see who was responsible for that. But your 12th house is ruled by Mars, who rules the head. So that's kind of how you tell how someone's going to go. It's usually head related if they're a Taurus ascendant. So and nervous system as well. That's what we both have. So it's good that we're both careful
Yeah,
around those times.
exactly. Yeah. And
So
I did acupuncture. I did all kinds of things, but I think that they got it just in time, and it was a lot worse than it is now. So anything was an
good.
improvement over what I had.
Well, and your Venus, like your Taurus ascendant, you have Venus in Libra, and that's his house. So that gives you a very strong constitution. You're able to get through things a lot easier from you
Yeah.
have good past
Thank
karma.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Jessica Lynn, the first card I got for you was Jupiter. So you're feeling really good about something, honey. Because whenever I pull Jupiter and he's in Taurus right now, that is like Santa Claus is coming to town. So I
Woo-hoo.
asked what was going on, and I got that you might be excited about a coming relationship, but they want you to do some inner work before you can attract the right person. Okay, Jessica Lynn, I got the Four of Wands reversed. Okay, So if you see a relationship coming your way, especially after this eclipse, don't move faster than you should. Okay, avoid talking about spending your lives together, especially at the very beginning and you're really excited about them. You're better off working on developing a friendship and just kind of a positive attitude for each other and taking things really slow. Right now, there's too much fear of the future between both parties. So compulsive behaviors can interfere with trust and commitment. And hostility can keep you from the completion of an important course of action regarding relationships right now. So friends that you expect to come through for you may not, but so they're saying just don't overanalyze the relationships right now. Okay, let go of internalized resentments and just do some inner work. So I asked your guides, what kind of inner work would you like to see her doing? And they said, we want Jessica to work on her divine feminine energy so that she attracts an energy that can support hers, which is very good. We love seeing this. So just to let you know, divine feminine energy, it's very dark. It's very lunar. It's represented by the moon, the tides. It's the quiet gestation before the chaos. It is not supported in Western culture, in my opinion. It's the masculine energy is very well supported. This is not a doer. This is a beer. Okay, so it's about waiting, it's about gestating, it's about nurturing. So it's very different from that divine masculine. So they're asking you to really tap into that beautiful divine feminine side of yourself, because the life you're leading right now is giving you opportunities to embrace this really beautiful part of you. Okay, Jessica. So they're saying that the feminine energy might be a little harder for you to embrace. Okay, which is very, very common in Western culture. It requires trust and a lack of fear. That's why. And if you're in the United States, we're kind of under attack as women. So we have every right to kind of be coming from a very careful guard right now. Mm-hmm. So trust that all is what it should be. And the absence of fear of things not getting done, let it go. Okay. There's parts of us in the past that have been hurt, and that's what hurts the divine feminine part of us, both physically and mentally. But this was the free will of the people that hurt you. This did not come from within you. It was not caused by you being who you were. So don't let the actions of others dictate who you need to be, and really re-examine your feminine side. Get to know her a little more and become friends with her again, because she's really reaching out to you. And you're an important woman in the world, and they really want you to shine in all of your divine feminine glory. So that's the main thing that they're showing me regarding the shadow work after this eclipse, because that's going to help you attract a much better relationship in the future. And I hope that was helpful, sweetie. I know it's hard, honey. It's hard for all of us. Yeah, it's a hard time for the divine feminine. That's Absolutely. Why we call it Kali Yuga. And if you ever see Kali, she's she's not happy. Yeah, she's the form of the divine feminine. She's Parvati, and when the divine feminine is under attack, she unzips and becomes Kali, and she eats the demons. So, yeah.
Don't make me go full Karen on you.
Yep, she's full. Yeah.
Careful now. As I'm listening to Michelle talk, I'm thinking, yeah, absolutely, because I get the same message. I get let go of control. Okay, your job is to put things out to the universe. This is what I am waiting for. This is what I'm manifesting. This is what I'm grateful for. You leave it up to the universe. You don't keep checking back and letting it know how to do its job, right? You simply put in your order. When it's ready, it will come to you. They will let you know. Right? So let go of control. Go on an inspiration hunt. This is looking for things to be inspired by, looking for things that will bring you more of a sense of clarity, more beauty, more of everything. And that, you find that when you're paying attention to things, when you're not so focused on controlling a situation where you can just sit back, that's when you can look around. It's a difference between you're driving to a destination and you're trying to drive and pay attention to the scenery versus the person next to you who's just sitting back going, oh, wow, Did you see that dove? Did you see that? No, I'm busy driving. I didn't. So yeah, make sure that you take time and you see those things. And then again, I got the magic of nothingness. So it going into that place of no expectations, no rules is where you find a lot of that inspiration. Go into the magic of nothingness, whatever it is. You can follow it down, every rabbit hole that it wants to go down. It's okay. It's fine, because you're looking for inspiration. You're on a hunt. If this doesn't work, hey, no problem. You can try something else. So, but the main message I think here is, let go of control. There are things, what is meant for you will never pass you by. So, yeah, I hope, Jessica Lynn, I hope that resonated with you. And thank you for the question. Alrighty. So we have got artist Liz and then book Bewitched. And thank you, you guys, for being here with us. I'm hoping that, we can finish at about the 1 hour shortly thereafter. So, and I'm going to okay, artist Liz says, if you have time at the end, I just had laser surgery on my gums where they did oral surgery a year ago that wouldn't heal. Do you see if it will finally heal this time? Okay, is there, wait, I'm going to need to, oh, you're muted.
I got that there's a lot of inflammation in and around the gum lining, because when I get Mars, he's my 12th house planet. So, and he rules the head. And so what I got was that there's some kind of anti-inflammatory or something that you might want to ask your dentist about, or your doctor, to try to bring the inflammation down. Because whenever I get Mars, that tells me there's too much fire, there's too much Pitta, is what we call it in Vedic. Pitta is the element of fire in our body. I didn't get the best cards right now, but I did get that once you are able to kind of push through some things, it might get a little bit better. I got the Lover's reverse, so there might be something going on that's not being said or appreciated. And then I got the Queen of Wands, which I think is your energy, and you're not happy about this. But the Queen of Wands is also a very fiery card. So this brings me back to that Pitta energy. And I also noticed that you have like looks like strawberry blonde hair. That's Pitta usually. Usually redheads tend to be a little bit hotter. Okay, so in all aspects. So I did ask overall what would happen, and I did get the growth card. So you will be able to push through this, but just not right now. Okay. There will be a time of rapid growth, because the seeds that you've been planted regarding your gum health have germinated and taken actual root, which is good. Go with the flow. This is a growing time. There are things that are going to fall away from your life and cause you a little bit less stress, a little bit less inflammation, things like that. They're not going to serve you or who you're becoming. That's kind of that's the energy I'm getting from the eclipse. This might be maybe getting a second opinion, or because that's what Jonathan and I are doing right now, is a second opinion, especially if something's not working, is always a good idea. But it may be that your vibration no longer resonates with your current physician or the person or your dentist, and it's okay to wish them well and be grateful for what they brought to you and you to them, and then send them on your way. This also represents just relationships in general, because I did get the Lover's card, but you asked about the teeth. Okay, so they're saying that room has been made for new experiences, new people that are going to help you grow to the next level. And when your body is calmer, it's less inflamed, that's when you're going to be able to see a shift in your health, because a lot of the health problems that we carry around, especially as women, can come from in and around our emotional environment. So it's important for you to do some editing in those areas, especially around eclipse time, to make sure that you're checking your inflammation, you're checking your heart rate, you're taking out time for self-care, and really focusing on your growth and what's best for you, and getting rid of anything that brings out those inflammatory responses in your body. Okay, sweetie. I got a yes, but not yet. Okay, sweetie. I'm sending you lots of healing.
Perfect. Wonderful. And artist Liz, I pulled 5 tarot cards and 4 of them are major arcana. And I think that a lot of what Michelle was just saying is right on point. I start off with the Queen of Cups, and this is you. You've kept a lid on your emotions for quite some time, and having to do with the teeth and the mouth and whatnot, it feels like you've been quiet and you've been swallowing a lot, where things that you have wanted to say and you thought better of it. So and I think that that has kind of taken root there, and as soon as you're able to kind of get past that, I think that things will improve. I got the Magician, in that whatever it is that you're trying new, give it a chance to work, but don't. If you find that it's not working in a reasonable amount of time, don't just keep at it hoping. Go on to something else. So yes, you may need to consult um, another specialist and say, okay, how about this, right? Um, it is going to require, yeah, a fool. It is going to require a little bit of a leap of faith. It does get better with the sun, in that everything is revealed, everything comes to light, everything. There is someone out there who can take a look at what's going on and say, okay, I know what this is. It's blah, 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 blah. And this is the cause of it, and so on. If there is a good deal of inflammation, and it has been there for quite some time, it is going to take more than just 24 hours for it to kind of clear away and to deal with whatever infection might be there. And I end with the Emperor, that yeah, things work out. You end up in a better position than you are right now. And I do agree with Michelle that it's not going to happen as quickly as you would like it to. And I know when it comes to mouth pain, oh please, I'll go through labor before I'll go through a toothache any day of the week. So yeah. And book says, vent to us if necessary, Liz. Yeah, absolutely. And 3 days later, I have all these areas of swelling or lymph node involvement around my neck and across my throat. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah, not.
Well, I love that you pulled the Emperor, because he is actually getting aspected right now. So the Emperor's Aries, and Aries is getting aspected by Saturn. So maybe look at what Saturn's doing in your chart. And he changes signs, I believe, next spring. So that would be the time to really, actually, was it January 17th? I'll have to look it up. I'll give you the right time.
Yeah.
But look at where Saturn is, and if he is aspecting your ascendant. He aspects 3 from you. And he's in Aquarius right now. So if you have an Aries ascendant, he might be messing with you a little bit. Aries, he's aspecting Leo, and he's aspecting Scorpio, and then he's in Aquarius. So if you have any of those ascendants, as soon as he moves out of there and stops aspecting you, you might see some of the swelling go down, because he's responsible for bones and teeth.
So, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Alrighty. And alrighty, Liz, yeah, if you want books contact info, send me an email and I will pass along her email address. Yeah. She needs an ENT. Yeah, thanks, Allie. I think it could very well be. That could very well be. Yeah. And all righty. And book says, am I too late to ask for help? If there is time, diagnosed today with severe osteoarthritis in my knees, because nerve damage in the back of my knee is not enough. I need kitchen witchery. Osteoarthritis, yeah, that's
castor oil compress. That's one thing you can do. And again, for entertainment purposes only. I learned this from Barbara O'Neill. Castor oil can do amazing things for the knees, and we've been getting some stuff for Jonathan and his knees too. So that's something you can look into.
Yes. Yeah.
But
And castor oil is it is the cure for so many things. It's amazing. But yeah, if you can make something with it and yeah, um, put it around your knees, um, wrap it up if you have to, let it do its thing. But yeah, it is helpful. It is helpful. Okay. Don't wait. Allie says, don't wait. Okay.
so the main energy I got around that is I don't know if you're married, but be wished, but they said to focus on your partnerships to kind of help you out right now and communicate your needs to them. So don't go through this alone, because I did get Saturn, okay, as he rules the knees, the bones, the knees, the joints, and the teeth. We got 2 Saturn questions back to back.
Yes.
So he's responsible for this when he pulls this out on me. He's like, it's me. And I'm like, okay, so you're paying off some karma. Yay. But this is called Mritya Loka. This is the plane where everything dies. Not all the planes have that. Some of us can just flash out or go from plane to plane with a thought. But here we have to physically die. And the reason we do that is so that we can make extremely we can graduate to just other levels in extreme ways. So that this is one of the best places to grow up. Okay. The reason I say that is you feel like your world's a little upside down right now. And they're saying that these are problems caused by the fact that, Saturn usually lands things like this on us because we haven't been paying attention, or we haven't really been doing things in a way that are best for us. Like, for instance, when I get sick or when I do something, it's usually something that's been building for a while, or I haven't been paying attention. Like, I can get lower back pain every now and then, and it's because I just forgot to brace myself before lifting something. It's really silly stuff like that. So it's about making a better mind-body connection, really tapping into your knees, feeling the pain, realizing, okay, if I move this way, it does this. If I move this way, it does that. So even though you feel like your world is a little upside down right now, don't allow any inappropriate behavior or anything like that to come out, because it is going to work itself out. It's going to be okay. The reason I say that is because you might have someone in and around your environment that can be of help to you. Okay, I got the Prince of Shells. That's why I got the 7th house, and I got that 3rd house of communications. So this tells me that you do have help. Okay, so he's kind of like a fey, innocent, kind of masculine energy. Okay, it could be a he or a she, but it is a masculine energy. And this is someone who can help you not only emotionally, but just, with the everyday stuff. Okay. They're showing me that this is more emotional for you than it is physiological. So it would be interesting. It would be beneficial for you to really sit down and work through a lot of this. Your world is, I know you feel like it's been turned upside down, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, what about my mobility? What about this? What about that? Because a lot of things happen when our knees and our legs go. So relying on help, focusing on your partnerships, and being very clear about your needs is absolutely beneficial, and that you do have help. So reach out for sure. And I'm looking, everyone's going through their teeth issues. Yeah, we went through this with Jonathan. He had his entire front replaced this last year. So my heart goes out to you, sweetie. It's a lot of pain, and it's not easy, but
Yep.
You've got this.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I'm picking up on the same thing here, book, and that is that there's this. This has something to do with the psychology, and that is you too. I got the Queen of Cups, in that you're learning how to speak up, but you're still there's still that lid on top of the cup that you're every once in a while you'll peek inside and you go, no, not ready yet, not ready yet. You're getting ready to lift the lid and say, okay, everything that's in the cup, get out now. I've had enough. You're waiting for that throat release. You're waiting for It almost feels like there is this giant scream that is inside of you that once it's able to get out, once it's able to express itself, that's when you're going to be able to breathe. That's when you're going to be able to let go of a lot of things. That's when you let go of a lot of uh, the traditions, the way that we have always done things, the institutions, the hierarchy. That's when you can release a lot of that. You can be the King of Pentacles. You can look after yourself and say, I know where my money is. I know where my health is. I know where my priorities and my values are. And I'm well versed, well grounded with those. So I can now let them go. I then get become your own priority. You're, we always are available and are willing to drop whatever we're doing when a friend calls and says, I'm in trouble. I need help. What do you need? I'm there. Just tell me what I need to do. We do that willingly for others. We need to do that for ourselves as well. So if your knees are giving you a problem, your knees are what moves you forward, right? Your knees allow you to take steps forward. So make sure that this isn't something there's something on the horizon that you might be facing that could feel a little judgmental, right? I get the judgment card, that maybe you think by taking that step you might be judged, and so the knees not moving kind of prevents you from going forward, when what you really need to do is, yes, be your own priority and say, yeah, well, okay. So the knees might lock up, but you know what? I can use a cane. I can do this. I can do that. But I can make it, and I will make it forward. In the end, I see you as the Nine of Pentacles, where everything is going the way that you want. Everything is all the effort, all the work that you have put in is coming together. Okay, and the last card that I end with is, it's time to shine. Right? This is, look at this as kind of the last of the little mini tests, or the last of the challenges. And you can say, yeah, okay, I did this, I did that, I accomplished this, I survived this. And yeah, be proud of where you have come. Give yourself more credit for what you have achieved than you normally do. Because yeah, you're going to do just fine. And I love the oracle cards that came up. Yeah, throat release, become your own priority. It's time to shine. It, yeah, the spotlight's on you. You can do this.
And that's what these injuries do to us, because disease is basically dis-ease. So
Yes,
what part of our lives are without ease? And we can identify those things and then make those changes so that we can be healthier and happier.
exactly.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Marby, you came in just in time for us to say goodnight. Thank you, thank you. Oh, excuse me. For those of you that have joined us, thank you so much. I hope that you found the chat. I hope that you found the information about the eclipse, and especially the mantras helpful. And you can, yeah, go back and re-listen to this, and pay attention. Excuse me. Pay attention to where the mantras are, and play them over and over and over again. There you go. Yeah. And book says, I need to be done with just letting shit happen to me. I have a new home and can't move beauty into it. I will put this on loop. Yes, exactly. You do that. Hey, Jonathan, thanks for being here. All righty. So, Michelle, pleasure as always.
Always.
I don't
This
think
is so
I don't
fun.
think we've ever done a show where it's been, they've always been so much fun.
It is. It is.
Really
It's a
much
good
fun.
match.
Yeah,
Hmm.
interacting with everyone. Perfect. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Me too.
Alrighty, so we will see you guys in 2 weeks' time. We'll be back to do this. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I have Michelle's info is down in the description of the video.
Thank you.
And so make sure that you go ahead and do that. And yeah, check her out tomorrow when the amazing Sherry Voices from the Swamp is going to be joining Michelle Marie. Yay!
And I redid my website, so I'd love your guys' opinion on it. I did a lot of the graphics myself, so
Oh, all
yeah,
right. Okay.
that'll be a
Well,
lot of fun.
everybody go over to her website. Okay. All right. Take care, all, and we'll see you
Right.
later.
See ya.
Bye.
Love you, Sherry. See you tomorrow.